Here we go. Good morning, good evening to you too. Um, it's morning for me, or it's afternoon for me. It's night for you. Daniel and Josephine Mavie are joining me from Bahrain. Oh my, I never thought I would get guests from Bahrain, but yay! Welcome to Talk to Me Africa, Josephine and Daniel. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure to be on Talk to Me Africa.
Yes, Africans in Bahrain. That is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to talk today about content creation. Creating content as an individual is different from creating content as a couple. I tell you, when couples work together, they either work together so well or so bad. All right. I have seen friends who have said, I don't want my husband to teach me how to drive because he yells at me a lot. So working that closely together can be either, again, very good or very bad. And a content creator is somebody who puts, of course, information through video or could be through blogging, and they expose that through different channels like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or whatever. And that's what you two do. So on Talk to Me Africa today, I want to talk to you about your content creation skills as a couple, how you do that, and are there some nuances that we do not see online? Do you fight sometimes and don't tell us online? Okay, so let's meet the Mavie family. Now, first of all, Daniel, I've known you for a very long time. And we won't go into how we met or how we knew each other, but I'm so glad to reconnect with you after so many years. So welcome again to Talk to Me Africa. I am so glad to meet your beautiful wife, Josephine. Thank you for making yourself pretty to come to Talk to Me Africa. And now let's get to meet you a little more. You're both from Cameroon and you are married and live in Bahrain.
Yes.
How did you meet?
It's a good one. We met, or I met her in the school I was working with. She was she was a student in Ulu Memorial Comprehensive High School. No adverts, attached to this.
Of course.
So she was a science student there. I just knew her as a student.
Okay. And
No strings attached.
no strings attached as student and teacher. Okay. And so what was your first impression of him, Josephine?
He was very calm
Yes.
and responsible, sir. So
yes.
That was, yeah.
Yes. So then, yeah. So then how did it get to marriage? Let me tell you something. My parents, my dad and my mom met the same way. My father was a teacher in a school where my mom is Oroko, my dad is Bakosi. My dad was in the Oroko area, and he met my mom, who was a student. And they always say there was no string attached, there was no string attached, but we got married. I'm like, but how did you approach a student to get married? They never told us that. But so, how did that, morph into love?
First of all, the impression I got so many, this kind of a thing where you are in a place, you don't have an interest on someone, but people keep talking about this person. Like her teachers were like, oh, when she's not in class, they want to find out why she's not in class, and they'll come to me. And some even confess to me that there are some lessons that they'll hold back. You can imagine, because she's one of their best students and they won't want to let out this lesson. So it's now cool, that interest.
So you had a wonderful, you had a wonderful first impression of her. What was your first impression of him, Josephine?
Yeah, from all that, you can imagine.
Yeah. What was your first impression of him, Josephine?
Okay. To me, he was very supportive in my education. Somehow, when I meet him in the office, he will always talk to me about education, about I have to concentrate on my studies, I have to, so he was very supportive. and I loved it at that time.
That's good. Yeah, like I said, my parents met the same way. My father was a teacher and my mom was a student, and yeah, I am today. So how long have you lived in Bahrain?
I have been for 3 years.
Me for 2 years.
Okay, that's wonderful. And something I follow you on Facebook, right? And some people refer to you as a look-alike couple. Do you think that you look alike?
I think facially, yes.
Oh, to me, well, that's their opinion. But if you ask my opinion, I will say that physically, okay, no to me. But by induction, okay, the more we live together, she will pick up some of my traits and she start maybe acting like me. But if categorically, yes, I would say spiritually, yes, socially, yes, and economically, yes. So we look alike in those aspects.
I think I agree more with Josephine. I look at your nose, like the nose structure for me is like really like, wow. And I also agree with you, Daniel. When you live with somebody for so long, you start looking alike, in character, like you say, and in the way that you do things. Now, do you think that as a couple who is married, creating content together strengthens your relationship?
Yes, to me, yes.
Okay.
It strengthens our relationship so much because when we want to put ideas together, we always put ideas together. There is no room for us to stay without talking to each other. No, because we have a special goal we need to attain. So we always come together and put something together to meet that goal. So it strengthens our relationship.
I agree.
Sorry? It strengthens us so much.
Yeah, you create content every day, so you cannot not talk to him on a certain day because you have to create content.
Without talking to each other, never.
What about you, Daniel? Do you think that has really strengthened your relationship?
Yeah, to add on that, there is actually no home without fighting.
Yeah.
There is no home without fighting. I will confess that. And when we have this objective, to create a content, you must come up with the idea, you must get the props ready, you must get so you must talk to someone. And now we are just two of us, together. So it's break the ice, like when there is a small fight between us and we know we have the 3 videos to give out every day. We have to come together, we have to smile, we have to, you can't create a content without you smiling. So it's an aspect that it strengthens the bond, and makes us discover some of the talents that we had in us that we didn't even know.
It's hard to pretend and to pretend for so long. You could be fighting, have a quarrel between you as a couple, and then you have to go back and meet your goal. There's no way you can remain, angry for so long when we, your fans, are dying to see what's happening, in your life because it's a lifestyle content that you create. So yeah, that's good to know that it does strengthen your relationship a little bit more. Now, let's talk about life in Bahrain, right? Tell us about an African living in Bahrain. How do you cope with the language? How do you cope with the food? I watch your videos where you go to buy stuff. Like yesterday, we were making porridge cocoyams. You had to use water leaf because that's not what we use back home. So what's the life of an African in Bahrain like?
Yeah, I will start first. Should I?
Yeah.
Okay. I am an African and I'm living in Bahrain, so I'll give my example or my experience. When I came to Bahrain in 2001, that was a really, really difficult period because that was the peak of the corona pandemic,
Yeah.
And everywhere was closed down. But I had some friends, those who have been here for long, they decided to throw like this welcome party. And I picked out one phrase from that party. One told me that, welcome to Bahrain. This is a kingdom where it only gets better. So life of an Africa in Bahrain, I would say that it is in arithmetic take progression. That is, you should move from 1 to 3, 3 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to, and don't think it is like a geometric progression where you can just come and you move, boom. It's not like that in Bahrain. You must follow the rules, it's really, really a tight end where you have to follow the rules and the laws of the land. So you have to take your progression gradually, but it is adaptable if you are a flexible human being. Like us Africans, we have this ability to be very flexible. So those who have managed a year, 3 years, definitely they have adapted so well. And believe me, those from the West Africa are being recognized in the place because they are so talented. They are used in so many high offices where, the worth of Africans are being recognized in this land.
Okay.
A place where you can try it. I'm sure my wife has something to say about food.
2 years in Bahrain. What do you think?
Yeah, about food and other stuff. We have African food here in Bahrain, but it's quite expensive. We have other stores, but it's difficult to have it. It's very difficult. But in all, we have some things you can basically have, like seasoning cubes, like palm oil. Here you can have it, but it's quite expensive.
So you do have an African community where you are. You do have Africans around you, and you have a community of your own.
We actually have African community, but we are not really, I can say we take most of our times, we talk to them online. We are not really too close.
Meeting in person, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because of our time of work and all. Yeah.
Okay. So, now let's talk to you about content creation. When and why did you decide to start creating content? Because it's a lot of commitment and it's a lot of opening your doors to strangers to see how you live and who you are. So why did you decide to start creating content as a couple, for that matter?
Yeah, I will start because I started.
Oh, you're the bubbly one.
It was all my idea.
Okay.
At that time, I was at home. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't working, no job. So I just went to my phone, my Facebook. I was just scrolling, and I saw some couples creating content, and that really inspired me so much. Then I gave it a thought to also start creating content. But my husband wasn't really interested in doing that. So I just started with my small things, my cooking stuff, then I will post it like that, just like that. Then out of the blues, this man just came in and okay, you can start.
Yeah. I think you make him talk because I've known him for a while and he's a very mellow person, doesn't talk much. Even in scenes where you guys fight, like the one I saw, you made the fake nose piercing. And I expected him to be really angry, but he was like, why did you do that? I told you. I'm like, is that the voice of an angry husband? You're so cool in the way you approach things. And I can really see that you are the one, Josephine, driving this. So what drives your creativity? How do you decide on what to do, on what content to show the world? Who decides what to be done?
I can say my personal experiences. Yeah, for what I've been through, and also it's kind of distractions. Yeah, I just take out my spare time aside work, to distract myself. I see content creating like having fun. Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, go ahead, Daniel.
On that, content creating is really, really challenging. Okay, and you have to put a lot of sacrifice. So when we scroll on others' videos, okay, we get inspirations from that, and we want to
Absolutely.
do something slightly different from that. So we have to put our own ideas together, okay? And what is really pushing on to be recreative is the satisfaction we get, like when our views get. I remember the first time we got 1K view, was like, oh, you know. So we start thinking of, there's a way, it means we can do better, right? So we start looking what we can change, what we have to, what we did not do well in the last video, what we need to put. With all this now, we start seeing ourselves become creative, and we copy, you know, we copy from others, and now
Absolutely. Yeah.
we add
I mean,
on
the
to
wheel,
our
like people say, you cannot reinvent the wheel. It's already round. But now you take the round wheel and you want to put what design on it, you know, like the whatever, you know, goes on the wheel. So the wheel's already round. I like when you say that you copy from others, because again, it's content creation. If somebody shows how they're cooking, you can also show how you're cooking, but not exactly how they do it. So there's nothing unique. There's nothing original. There's nothing that is so new in the world of content creation, right? So what makes you consistent? Because it is tiring. I've known people who say, oh, I start this show today and tomorrow I'm done, because it is hard. Like my show, for example, I'm the producer, I'm the editor, I'm the presenter. It is tiring, but you are consistent. How do you remain consistent?
I will start with that one. I want to first of all thank all our followers. I want to
Yes, this
thank
is the Mavie family.
all
Please
our
follow
fans.
them on Facebook.
Yeah, I want to thank them because, you know, some of their comments are really, really encouraging. Because if you see, some of our videos are tailored towards what some of our followers said to us. Like the video we had with, there was a competition, spicy food. This was one of our commenters who said, could you please try something spicy, you know, and see. So from them, we gain this energy, you know, to continue, because we know they are there. And believe me, there are a lot of people around this area who are in their homes and they want such videos, you know. We make them laugh, and we see our views climb every day, day after day, the views are changing. So
we always want to give our best.
that's it. So it shows what we do is being recommended. And if we are gaining, even from Facebook telling us every week that we are top rising creators, it means Facebook also recognizes what we are doing. So then now we have this drive, you know, to remain, to stay. And you can imagine one of my friends, when I asked them, please follow us, they told me, Daniel, ensure that you are going to be consistent. You know, now I want to also back up.
We also want to be consistent.
Yeah. Consistency is the key. It is the key. Believe it or not, the World Wide Web is so huge, and people watch a lot of things, you know, so people are always craving content from other creators. You could tell yourself that, oh, we have millions of couples who are already doing this. No, they're not the Mavie family. They're not you. You know, so what I will watch on Couple A's channel is not what I will watch on your channel. So I would say continue, because people are craving such information. They really are craving such information. So besides Facebook, do you share your content on any other social media platform?
Yes, we just created our YouTube channel.
Awesome.
Mavie's Family TV. So that's our YouTube channel we just created.
Okay.
So we are on YouTube only for now.
Okay. Yeah, please follow the Mavie family on Facebook and on YouTube. Get content, entertain yourself. You know, we all need laughter sometimes in life. Life is so dull that if you don't laugh, you feel like, you know, what's happening to me. Now, let's talk about the challenges that you face as content creators. Just throw it out there. What do you face as challenges as content creators?
I would say try to bring up ideas, you know, that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, normally, two persons, you know, to come up with one idea is never easy. So with this now, to get a content, to create a content that is very natural, that is not like, you know, even if we want to copy the original version of our content, we have to sit together all right, and put facts together, arrange the props. The problem is to get the props, to get the camera where it has to,
Where it has to be, yeah.
Some of these things we are not trained. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or the angle of the camera, how it has to be.
Yeah.
Okay, and when we need to act and how we need to act and all those things. So these are some of the challenges, right, that we face in content creation. I'm sure my wife will have something to add.
Yeah. Also, to grow an audience is not easy at all.
Yeah.
To have followers is very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I created this page 2022, and we are still on 6.5K followers.
That's something. It's progressing. So, even if you get one a day, yeah, that's good.
So it's very difficult to grow an audience. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can say.
Mm-hmm. I hope that anybody who's watching can follow Mavie family on Facebook and on YouTube. Let's get them views. They are from Limbe in Cameroon. So all my Limbe people, my Cameroon people, please click the follow button. Let's encourage them. Live in Bahrain is, where they focus, and that's where they live. And they talk about their life. They open their doors for us to see who they are. So do you feel like giving up sometimes, for real, if it's that challenging?
No. We keep pushing. No one is giving up.
That's a visionary.
He's giving up.
That's a visionary. So she won't want to give up. But at times, because of my work schedule, I feel that way because I don't have like a permanent off. She has good chunk time. She has 2 days that I don't have that kind of schedule.
I bring up ideas, I put them down, then the day is off, we can do everything together. So
basically she's a producer and you are the actor or the collaborator, and I like that. Yeah. She uses her spare time to put down ideas and you guys review those. That's really great. I can really see how you have to work together no matter what, right? You have to.
She's everything about content.
That's great. Now, have you ever faced any negative feedback from viewers? I really follow your page closely. I have not seen any, but have you faced any negative? Maybe somebody message you separately or put it on your content that would really disappoint you or discourage you?
No, for now, no.
That's good.
I would like to say something like this is personal for the content, no. Yeah. But on my Facebook profile, I had this negative, comments on my profile where I was a businessman. I know you don't know this era. This was around 2019 to 2020. I had a friend. We were doing importation of some used goods from Europe. So I got into business, and business being what it is, money involved, So I had some transactions with some other friends, and in the midst of it, miscommunication and other things brought this negativity on my profile, Facebook profile, where, I won't get into details, but they had some intentions about money misappropriated and stuff like that. So, but it's all clear, like whosoever I owed, when you approve something, is what it is, and this is going to be done this way. There's no need, for you to move to Facebook, because the aim was like, okay, we shall get him out of Facebook, but I'm still on Facebook, you get the point. So nobody removes me out of Facebook. So it's just for us to keep our heads down. This is an advice.
Yeah.
Maybe some content creators, because people will want to target you, okay, because you are creating content, and they will use this to do that, and to no. At times, there are certain ages that we go above those negativities. We look at them to be like things to strengthen us. It's like just a path, and it will come to pass. And I'm telling you, some of them will attest if they watch this video that in that time, that era had come to pass, and
That's great.
gradually it will be resolved or whatever. DM me and ask me how we are going to solve this. Don't get to my page to write rubbish.
Yeah, people do that. Unfortunately, that's the way social media is. Before I got my son social media, I had to caution him that when you go on social media, people are going to say things to you that is going to make you cry. So it took me 2 years. When he was 10, he was good at football. I'm like, football committee. I'm like, I'm not going to put you on Facebook yet. It's very tough. Until he was 12, that I said, okay, you're ready. Because even when I told him something negative, he would be so angry at me. I'm like, then you're not ready for Facebook. Because people will bring out negativity that is even unreal and you will want to pass out, you know, so you have to be ready to face the world. So we really appreciate people like you who do content that is very personal, you know, how you eat, what you eat. Even people who criticize the chair you're sitting on, or see a chair for a house, you know, so it's a lot of vulnerability that you put out there. And it entertains us. And so let's watch and follow and support the Mavie family in their journey of becoming top content creators on Facebook and on YouTube. That's really, really great. Now, let me ask you this. Has there been a prank that you were so surprised about that maybe she did on you or you did on her? I know you prepare for stuff together, but has there been anything that you did that you were like, oh my God, he was really shocked? I know I didn't have you ready for this, but I really love the nose prank one, the nose piercing prank one. That got you, Mavie. You even referred to that's how you went and cut your hair. When I say you shouldn't cut your hair, I'm like,
on camera, you know, I was taking back from work with, you know, a very hard day. And then when I entered, if you watch that video, it's very true. They gave us some, they brought us shoes, like all the workers.
Yeah.
They brought us shoes, and my own size wasn't, my own shoe could not size my leg. And I came back, I went to change it. They said, no, I couldn't change because, you know, I already signed for it and I've taken it home and stuff like that. Coming back with that, then I saw that, bam, you know, I was like, what is this again? That really took me apart. That's
I actually saw someone's page that same day. So I went straight to my jewelry box. So I was struggling to look for, because I don't have that at home. He doesn't like it. So I was struggling to look for something to put on my nose, you know. So when I finally succeeded, I was like, then I used we have something we use in school. How do they call it? Like a sticker. Yeah. I used that, yes, then I put. My husband was like,
so real.
You know, she did all that while I was not at home, you know. So this one, that one is.
He doesn't like other thing, but that one will say no for him.
That one is a true prank that took me. The rest, I'm sure, were all straight up.
And you handle it so like cool, like you're so cool in the way you handle these things. You know, I see like your wife is making you angry. I'm like, why did you do that? You know, I'm like, what kind of a gentle, calm husband is that? But that's the person that you are that I've known for a long time. So. Oh, I love it. But it seems like you haven't pranked her. You haven't pranked her and made her a little angry or something. No, it's always her getting it on you. Now I see that she is the brain behind all this content creation magic. You know, so keep it up. That's excellent. All right, so we're talking to the Mavie family, the couple from Cameroon, precisely Limbe, and they live in Bahrain. And they do content creation online. They are on Facebook, Mavie Family, and on YouTube, Mavie Family. Now let's play a little game with the two of you. If you have your paper and your pen ready, let's write our answers and you tell me later, but don't show each other. I have a few questions for you. I think I know the answer to this one already. Who communicates better? Like who's a talker, the most communicative person? All right. What did you write, Josephine? Because I can't see your paper. It's too white. I can't see. Just say it. He can't change his own. You say you, right? All right. Well,
you want to see my own?
No, what's Josephine's answer first?
I communicate better. I know.
Boom. What about you? What did you write, Daniel? Yeah. He said you. So you know who communicates better. That's great. Now, who is more patient in content creation? I think I know this one too. After talking with you for a few minutes, I think I understand how you work together. All right, let's see what Josephine's. Mavie, what did you say? Let's start with you now. He says, "Oh, okay." He says, Mavie. We call you Mavie, so it's Daniel. And who is it?
Yeah, I think my husband communicates.
Ah,
My husband is more patient.
I
Seriously.
agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
he's more patient.
The videos where you go like, babe, come now, where babe, more do this now, where babe. You're forcing, and the guy's like, hold on.
I take about 45 minutes just to laugh. And he will sit and be looking at me. Are you done?
Can we get this thing rolling? You know, can we start? And the one that you did a prank for your eyes had to be closed. You were hitting each other with a bottle. I'm like, stop it, lady. Let him just do the thing. He like, you see, I'm sure your eyes are open, and your eyes were open. So he's more patient than you are. Let's see. Who has done the most ridiculous, what am I even saying? What is the most ridiculous thing that you've argued about? And who was at fault for this argument? Ridiculous, that means it's not serious, but you were arguing for so long. Who did that? You argue about something for so long and you're like, you're not sure, you don't argue?
My husband, we went out, yes, oh yes, we went out, he wanted to do a haircut, so I went with him. Then we went to a supermarket beside. Then I asked him, can we just get something? He said, no, I don't want to buy anything there. I said, no, I want to buy something. This is something we need at home. He said, no, he's not entering the supermarket. I should go alone. I said, no, I will not go alone. I will go with him. So he left. Then when we went to the barber shop, the man said we should come back in 30 minutes. I said, okay, so let us go to this mall, get this thing, then we'll just wait for some time, then we'll go. He said no. Then he took me to there was a garden beside. We sat there for after 30 minutes. I was so angry, you know. Then I told him to give them. Unfortunately for me, I left my key at home. You know. Then I told him, please, can you give me the house key? Let me just go home because I'm just tired. He said no. He left me there when did his haircut. Then when we came back home, we're almost reaching home. We bought the same thing I was telling him to buy beside the house. I was like, what?
She wanted to use my card.
He used his card to pay. So what was the argument all about?
That is ridiculous for sure. Besides, so let's talk about, who has done the most romantic thing for the other person, and what was it?
Oh, my husband.
Oh, what did you do, Daniel?
My husband is very romantic. That's the truth.
Really?
Very romantic and very caring.
Yeah, we need to know. I mean, you do content creation live on Facebook and you edit, and we see that. So what's new in this? So what is the most romantic thing you've done for her that she cannot forget?
He cannot remember.
Help him.
So when I gave birth, that was 2018, to our first child, Daniel. So there was this phone that I wanted to use, and I thought that he didn't have the money to buy at that time. That it was Samsung Galaxy S something. Was that time was about 215,000 francs. So to my greatest surprise, and I gave birth on the 11th of January. So after I gave birth, my birthday is on the 6th. So on my birthday, he didn't buy anything. He was just quiet and calm, and I was feeling sad. So when I gave birth, the next day he gave me the. I was like, ah.
You know the feeling of
At that time, the phone was very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt very.
Well, I've been doing so many romantic things, you know.
So you
okay.
think there's one that is way above that one that she just described?
Sorry?
You think there's another romantic thing you've done for her that is way above what she just described?
You know, I won't like seriously, I won't really what took her aback, okay, it's her coming to anyway, her movement to Bahrain. Okay. It was so sudden, she didn't even know, because I came here 1 year after, then she followed. Because I'm 3 years, 2 years, you can imagine. To settle within that period, okay, Corona period and all, to me, I felt she should understand that I need her, you know, more than whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not very, it doesn't show flashy, but
having your wife by you is romantic. I agree. That's what you wanted. You know, you wanted her close to you, and that's beautiful. I like that. Now let me acknowledge Facebook. Okay, we have some people who are watching. Thank you for tuning in. All Mercy says, you guys are so real. Thank you. We love watching you. We do. Content creation as a couple can be tough, and like she said earlier, there's no way you can stay angry for so long because you have to create content, and we'll be like, what's happening? Where are they? When you got blocked for 2 days on Facebook, we were like, where are these people? We need more content. So imagine if you're not talking to each other, you know. So please keep the love flowing. So if you had to describe your spouse in one word, what would that be? I think the internet is messing us up right now. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay, just go ahead. So if you have to describe your spouse in one word, let's start with the lady, Josephine. One word, describe your husband.
My husband is very calm.
Very calm. All right, your images are frozen. Okay, yeah, that's good. What about you, Daniel? Describe your wife in one word.
She's very ambitious.
Very ambitious. Oh, calm and ambition. Marry each other. That's great. I like that. We're having some internet stagnation. I have to talk about how well you know each other before I let you go. If you guys can hear me, just say you can hear me. This is live on Facebook. And we're talking to the Mavie family in Bahrain. And it's late at night. They're in Asia. And so let's get this concluded. Write each other's favorite color. What's your favorite color and what's his favorite color? What do you think is his favorite color? What do you think is her favorite color?
Favorite color is?
No, you know what? Write your favorite color. You, Josephine, write your favorite color. And then, and then you, Mavie, write her favorite. Okay, what am I saying? You write each other's favorite color. What do you think is her favorite color? You write it. What do you think is his? So that we'll compare. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So Josephine, if you know what his favorite color is, you write it, and then we'll see if you know each other really well. What did you write?
Brown.
Okay. Mavie, is that your favorite color, brown?
Yeah.
Okay. It's yours. That's good. Oh. Yeah, he said brown. You said brown and you said yes.
Not chocolate. That's not my favorite color.
It's brown.
What kind of brown? This is hers. This is hers.
He says yours is purple. Is it purple? Josephine.
No, it's not purple.
Because I said
Green is my favorite. No, not purple. No.
This is a married couple who create content online, and so we're getting to know them better. And now for them to tell us how they know each other, they're arguing about the color. So what's your favorite color, Mavie?
my favorite color is coffee brown, you know?
It's brown. She got it right. It's brown. What do you mean by coffee brown? It's brown. So she got it right.
We have to be specific in this.
No,
No.
we're good. I'll take she got it. And what's yours? Just
consent.
this is the most fun show I've hosted on Talk to Me Africa, I tell you. What's your favorite color, Josephine?
Green.
Me?
It's green, but how did you get purple? Like surprise.
I love purple. I don't think I have a purple dress.
But during our, because
During our wedding, not purple, blue.
I know, but you were going for purple.
No, I wasn't going. You failed.
I have to learn that.
It did fail. Now, on one of the, something you say about yourselves on your content creation is about food. You cook spaghetti, you're like, oh, he loves this, he can't stop eating it. The other day he made porridge cocoyam. Oh, he said this is one of his favorite foods. Now, let's talk about favorite foods. What do you think is his favorite food, and what do you think is her favorite food? Everything seems to be your best meal. What do you think?
Cocoyam.
Okay, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what
But
it is.
man, come on, cocoyam. What is this happening?
I don't understand. And I'm so affiliated with the Northwest, you know.
Born and bred in Limbe, but man, you say cocoyam may be your best chop. I love this. Okay, what is hers?
What's mine?
She's it's pork and plantain now. Pork, you know this one, and plantain. This one.
Orako.
Enough pork and plantain.
Yeah, that's good. We do the pig and the plantain. That's okay. Now, one thing that I wanted to ask you guys to create as content, which I did not say so on Facebook on your page, but I wanted to ask you in person, is about dancing. You guys don't dance on your content creation. You guys don't dance. Like you haven't done any content where you actually dance, right? So who is the better dancer?
My husband.
She will be surprised.
I'm surprised. I am surprised, Mavie. I knew you for a long time. I never saw you dance. So
yeah,
I went to do a dance.
All right.
Yeah, actually.
He's a good dancer. Okay.
Thank you.
So request today from Talk to Me Africa. Can we see a content where you guys are dancing in the near future?
Yeah.
All right, good. We're going to get that. Now, also, both of you have cooked. See, I think what you should do is the cultural dance. I'm a very cultural person. So Oroko versus Bakweri. Let's see how much you've learned to dance the Oroko dance. And let's see. She's like, no way. Let's see how much. Okay, this is my request from both of you. Let's see how much you, Daniel, has learned to dance the Oroko dance. And let's see how much you, Josephine, has learned to dance the Bakweri dance. How about that? How much you've learned to dance each other's cultural dance. So that's my request on Talk to Me Africa today. All right? Okay. So both of you cook. Both of you cook on your show. You help each other cook on your show. But who do you think is a better cook? Oh, girl. Do you agree, Daniel?
Yeah, because I cannot dispute that. I left the kitchen some years back, you know.
When I knew you were a bachelor and you used to cook a lot, so what changed? The wife beat you to it.
You know, each time we get into, for example, two captains cannot really, fly a plane because I know what she knows. I have an idea. So for me to be on the safe side, I need to move. So she's doing well. I know she's doing well. She cooks very well. So I will not want to interfere. But if she's giving chance to cook, I also do it well. So let's
I
eat
love
us.
that. Yeah, I
Yes,
love that.
my husband cooks very well. Said I'm the best cook.
Okay. Give it
That's
up to you. I mean,
handmade.
I liked the video you did on the smoothie, you know, with the go ahead.
Cooking than me. That's one
Mm.
thing. She's very fast. She can get into the kitchen and inside how many minutes the food is ready. But you know, I'll take a lot of time to put one on one together, arrange my things. But she's doing this and doing that at the same time.
Yeah,
So
she's
that's the difference.
multitasking, which is what you know you're not able to do, which is great. Yeah. But I did enjoy the video you did on the smoothie. Or was it the almonds and the pecans and whatever you did that came out. I tried it, mine didn't work well because I couldn't grind my my stuff to blend, but that was good. We do learn a lot from you. Did I tell you guys to come along with an African proverb?
Yeah, I think I have an African proverb.
Okay, great. So before we wrap up the show today, I just want to thank everyone who has been watching. Oh, they love you guys. Thank you so much for loving them. This is Josephine and Daniel Mavie. They are from Limbe, Cameroon, living in Bahrain, and they create content as a married couple. And creating content is tough, and as a married couple can be tougher, so they have to work together. So I got to talk to them today and learn more about who they are and why they decide to create content and how they continue creating content. So please follow them on Facebook, Mavie Family, and on YouTube, Mavie Family. Before I let you guys go on Talk to Me Africa, I love African proverbs. So let's start. You say you have yours ready, Daniel. What is your African proverb today?
Yeah, my African proverb. Okay, I'll do it for both of us.
Okay.
It's coming from the west, from Nigeria. I will say it in pidgin so that you know.
Yeah, please do.
My people will best understand.
Mm-hmm.
They say, "Two they work for hand. They need to take mirror, look up. Two they work for hand. They need to take mirror, look up."
What does that mean? Try to interpret.
For example, when I met my wife and I decided that she's the person, she's the one that I will get married to, I don't need any other person to tell me whether she's good or what I've seen already with my eyes because it's very close to my wrist, you know? Yeah. So no need to ask for opinions, you know, elsewhere. I just need to go for her, that's it.
She agrees with you. See where they were for hand. Did they take mirror look at?
No.
I am so versed with African proverbs that I've never heard this one. That was genius and unique and creative. Thank you so much for being on Talk to Me Africa today. Before I let you guys go, anything you want to say to your fans, to the viewers, to the world about the Mavie family on YouTube and on Facebook?
Yes. To my fans, my viewers, thank you so much for loving us. Thank you so much for following our page. Please keep following us. We need so much encouragement from you. And I want to talk to the upcoming content creators also. Content creating it's hard work. You can't just relax and think it work just like that. No, you need to put efforts. You need to do a lot of research and everything. So keep on pushing and be consistent. So that's it. Thank you all my followers. Thank you so much. We love you guys so much.
Any word from you, Daniel?
And for me, I want to say a big thank you to you, Nebel, for bringing us up to this show, Talk to Me Africa. The day we got this, it was like, okay, this is boom, you know? Now you've taken us, I have watched your shows, and those who appear on your shows are people, you know, with a lot of portfolios. So it's really a privilege to us just starting creating this content at our level for you to bring us up to your show. I will say a big thank you to you, first of all, you know, for throwing us, more light, because with this show, we don't know who is going to be the next callers on the next show and the next show, and that's it. And I know there are some of the people have just followed us now because of this show, and that's wonderful job you are doing for us. Just I want to urge you to look for another African who is also trying to do, content, so that you can boost them up.
Yeah.
Give us the light so that we can grow more and more.
Yeah. Please talk to me. Africa is welcome to suggestions. If you think there's somebody I can host, I can talk to, always welcome. They just have to have that touch when it comes to Africa. So I'm very passionate about my continent. See my earring, Africa. I love it. So thank you for being here. Again, this is the Mavie family. They are from Cameroon, based in Bahrain, and they produce content on Facebook and on YouTube. Please go follow them. Mavie, it's so good to meet you again and to get to meet your beautiful wife. I think, I'm so proud of you. To see you today as a married man and a father, I am extremely proud of you. You are a brother who has really grown. I see that, and thank you for sharing your life.
That we can relate on this. We relate
right.
on.
You have a wonderful night. Thank you, and thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.